I am doing this from my car, so that's why you cannot see me. I am still stuck in traffic. I hope everybody's having a great Friday, having a better Friday than I am, because my Friday stinks right now. This is hour 3. Sorry, actually, yeah, this is almost my 3rd hour in traffic. So yeah, I've been in traffic since like almost like 4:35. So this has been fun.
That's nuts, man.
Yeah, it has been. I think it's down like to one freaking lane. So wow. But I thank everybody for hanging out. I appreciate everybody. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, it's everyone's hanging in there, waiting for this to start.
So Ryan, I'm going to need you. Yeah, I'm going to need you to read the chat because I can't see the chat.
Okay, you want to call out everyone that's here?
If you can, please, sir. Actually, and again, welcome back, Ryan, to the show. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Absolutely, man. I'm happy to. It worked out great right now because I'm not working, and I'm flattered that you asked me, Dante.
Oh, always, sir. You know, I told you you're always welcome back anytime.
Oh, well, everyone's happy to see me in the chat. You hear them?
There you go.
There they are. Right there. Thanks, guys. Great to be here. All right, we got Pokey87. What's up, man? We got Greg Fenstad. Okay, figures. 4 Feathers. Happy accident. Laser Pants. He sounds really handsome. Robert Diaz.
I don't know. He was fighting with another Laser Pants online, so I don't know.
Drew G. Stridon. Anonymous Dude 123. What's going on, man? You boys got toys. James, aka Ratface44. Brian Rowland, what's up? Hey, look what I got. I got something. Got something next to me right here. Look at this.
Ooh, the honey badger.
Honey badger, baby. We got, who else we got here? 4 Feathers. Did I say that? I think I said that.
Yes.
Omar V. What's up, man? Art G. Hey, what's up, Art? You 2-timing ho. Jamelin Parks, what's going on, man? Figures and Vinyl, what's up? Andrew M. White Vegeta, my man. What's going on? Jeremy J. Hey, we got a super chat from Jeremy J, and I cannot bring that up on the screen, but I will say thank you, Jeremy. He says this episode is like a reunion tour that I'm actually interested in. Thanks, man.
Appreciate it,
Jeremy is my co-host. Jeremy is my co-host now on the Loose But Complete podcast on Wednesday nights on the 3POA channel. He's not very good.
Oh,
He's
wow.
Not very good.
I was going to say go check it out, but now you say that, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm on it, though. You can come see me. I went to the barber today. What do you think?
I like that. I did see your haircut. I like that.
Damian Ristori. What's up, man? We got 796 Studios. Did you see?
Oh, he cha-cha way in here?
Oh, on the last episode of Figure Booth, he was filling in for Figure Fan Nate. And he was drinking a Laser Pants beer.
Oh.
I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he says, tall drink of water. Okay. All right. Wesley Hendricks. What's going on, man? Brian King. White Mike Vegeta. Bones, the PhD candidate. Marvelous Nerd. Dom.
Bucciatiaro. There he go. There he go.
He's got those new Hello There Toys stickers. You see that?
Yes. Well, sir, you got to say it, right? You got to say it. Oh, hello there.
Hello there.
I say it like Obi-Wan. Yeah. Hello there.
Hello there.
There you go. There you go. You get your Obi-Wan on.
I'm hoping one of those stickers makes it my way, maybe. I don't know.
If not, I'll get one for you at New York Comic Con. I'll grab a couple for you.
All right. I wish I could go this year. I had so much fun last year, man.
Oh, gosh, it was so awesome.
He said, 796 Studio says it was called Laser Snake. Craig says, Laser Pants beer. What did he do? Stick an LP sticker on a Keystone Light. Keystone Light? Not light beer.
Or Colorado Rock. Was the Colorado Rockies one?
Yeah. Well, thanks, everyone, for joining us.
Well,
I think I got everyone in the chat, hopefully. No news today. There's nothing new to talk about today at all. Nothing. Very slow. Did we lose you, Dante? I can't hear Dante. Uh-oh. Are you going through a tunnel right now?
Okay. No, sorry. I think I actually hit something on my screen because I had the phone up to my ear. Yeah, you're right. There was nothing really big that happened this week. There was something that happened at Disney World or Disneyland or something like that to that effect. That was called D something. These nuts. That's what it's called. These nuts. That's what it's called.
I thought it was like two families that got in a fight in Toontown or something this week. Was that
It
what it was?
Yeah, something like that. It was something
knockdown,
like
drag out, babies crying, women getting thrown around.
A coworker of mine said he went to Disney World. He was like it was dead there.
Really?
It's like he's like, because everybody went back to school and went back to work. So he was it was like so empty. I was like, well, I know the best time to go is in September.
Yeah, we went in September one time. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I would think like beginning September because everybody's going back to school. I'm like, yeah, all the kids go back to school. Y'all have fun.
Yep, they are back in school. My kid's back in school. He started taking the bus this year, and he's super excited.
Sorry, the wife was calling.
No, it's all good. Oh, and it's just me. This is my show now. Are we still live? I hope we're still live. I don't know. No, there was tons of news, guys. Come on, I'm just joking. There was everything at D23. There was the...
All right, sorry. My wife was calling me, and then she messed it up, so...
Okay. Now, look, there was a Haslab announced today, right?
Yes.
And I was very surprised to see Hasbro continuing with being, green, right? Carbon neutral. This Robbie Reyes Hell Charger is going to be an electric vehicle. 0 carbon emissions.
Yo, it's the best vehicle out there. Best Hell Charger out there.
Plastic-free packaging, electric cars. Look at Hasbro. They're solving everything. World peace is next for them.
And you know what? Look, Galactus going to be plastic-free packaging as well, too. I mean, come on. The big G, man.
Yeah, it's going to take like 4 trees per box to put, cutting down trees like crazy.
That man eats planets. He's able to recycle that out.
Oh, come eat this one, Galactus. Where is he at? Can we get him on speed dial?
Yeah, I've been trying. I'm like, look, Big G. I call him Big G when I call him. Big G. Can you just put me on the ship? Like, I'll be your Silver Surfer. Trust me. I'll find some good ones.
Maybe we can Go ahead.
And I was going to say, I'll just be your Norman. I'll be your Norman Rad. Look, I ain't got nothing left. You can go ahead and wipe my memory of the Earth. I don't even know where it's at.
Maybe we can get Drake to call him on his cell phone late night.
There you go. Call me on my cell phone. When I need a planet to eat. Call me on my cell phone.
Oh, man. This is the best podcast
ever. The best reunion tour. Like, this is better than Rolling Stones.
Man, it's great to be back talking with you. I haven't talked with you. Well, we talked on the phone a couple weeks ago, but besides that, it's been since like March. I want to say. Yeah,
but it's good. It's good to be back. It's good to have fun. Oh, and traffic's moving. I can actually speed down the highway now.
All right,
I can live my life one lane at a time. Like the Hell Charger, but I was driving Hell Charger.
Art G mentioned She. We got another figure coming from Loose Collector. She, the comic book character made famous by Billy Tucci, like ninja samurai looking chick. Looks very cool. I pre-ordered it. It will be my.
I'm familiar. I'm sorry. Go ahead. And I was going to say,
there's a delay on your cell phone. You go ahead.
Oh, is there? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So I'm familiar with the character, but I'm not that super familiar with her. I've seen her like around in comics, so I really don't know a whole lot about her. I didn't pre-order. Now, the funny thing is, I pre-ordered the Critter figure, but I did not pre-order She, but because I have no idea who Critter is. But I was like, I'll just go ahead and pre-order it just in case.
Well, So Billy Tucci's table was like, it was just a few tables away from Alex at New York Comic Con last year.
What?
And I'm kick.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'm kicking myself because I didn't get over there and buy any comics from him. I have not read the She comics, but I've been interested in them. Just haven't got around to it. I still have a stack like 10 feet tall of comics that I'm working my way through. And
Wow.
so eventually I'll pick up some She comics and see what it's all about. But we know with action figures, like if you miss out, it's usually like you missed out. So I just pre-ordered it.
Yeah.
It'll be my it'll be my second loose collector figure. The first one I ordered the big what's
Mr.
I
Hyde.
forget the name. Mr. Hyde. Yeah.
Yes.
And now She. I didn't get the other ones he did. But I'm looking
So
forward to it.
yeah, I'm looking for that one. I ordered Red Sonja of Loose Collector. I did get Mr. Hyde as well because I was like, I was kicking myself in the pants, like I kicked myself in my little laser pants if I didn't get him. So I got Mr. Hyde, and they said they're throwing in the top hat and the ripped shirt, which is awesome. Which was an update if you did get part of the Kickstarter, they did send out an update about that. They're throwing them in top hat, and I think it was ripped shirt. So that was kind of cool.
I'm kind of kicking myself. I didn't jump in on the Kickstarter. I forgot. I was going to do it, and then I forgot, and so I bought one on Big Bad Toy Store. But the whole reason why I jumped in on him is because I have the Captain Nemo from Mezco, and I'm like, this is a pretty good start to the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Oh Lord. Oh yeah. Stop. Nah. The memories of that movie.
Oh well, the movie, But I mean, all the individual characters in the movie, I mean, they're classic, old school characters, right?
Yes, they are. So that movie just brings back nightmares.
Yeah. No, I never read. What was it? Dark Horse that did League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, or I don't remember.
League of the Boatmen. That's.
You're breaking up a little bit. I missed that.
Oh man! Oh, this dude's driving faster than I am. I was like, I call him Boatman, but I was like, oh, this dude's almost like this dude almost cut me off on the highway. He's driving faster than I am. I think it might be Dom from Fast and Furious driving. He must be getting ready to take down a truck or something.
Family.
That's right. Family. Family of Ghost Riders.
Drew G is asking, did I give you a She comic, Ryan? And Dante dropped out again. Drew, you did not give me a She comic. You gave me a Cyber Frog comic, which I very much appreciate. You are the man.
So, sorry, I missed that question because it went to a dead zone.
Yeah, you were kind of breaking up a little bit, and then you cut out completely.
I heard Drew G ask a question, and I don't know what the question was.
Oh, he was asking me if he gave me a She comic, but he gave me an old school Cyber Frog comic when we were at the last Joe Fest.
Okay. Got it.
And Jamelin Park says the League comics are good. You guys should check them out. There we go.
Oh, I have it. Yeah, I have the League comics. Don't worry. Yeah, I do have it.
Yeah, forget the movie, right? The Sean Connery. I think I made it halfway through that movie back in the day, and I kind of dropped off.
Yeah. It was not the greatest of movies. Like, you would thought it would have been better. Like, you have Sean Connery. Like, man, you got a great actor here, and you're wasting him away. And I don't think he really wanted to be in that movie anyway, from what I heard.
It wasn't the best movie for him to retire on. Like, that was his last movie, and then he retired.
Yeah. He should have just been.
That's too bad.
Yeah, he should what was it? He should stay with Never Say Never and just left it like that.
Maybe do like an old man Bond film, like Sylvester Stallone keeps coming back and doing Rocky and Rambo.
Yeah,
Connery should have came back and did one more Bond film and then retired.
Junior, you know who I am? James Bond, Junior.
We call the dog Indiana.
Yes. Dad. Yes. That's what he, and you know what's the wild part about it is Indiana outlived his father at this point.
Yeah, I mean they were only 10 years apart in age.
Yes.
Speaking of which, Hasbro did announce an Indiana Jones line.
I'm really curious about this. My curiosity is piqued by this, just like the starting lineup. Like I've seen the names of the starting lineup cast that they're putting out, but my curiosity is truly piqued by what Indiana Jones what they're going to bring for the Indiana Jones figures. Are they going to be 6-inch? But I have a feeling they're going to be like 3 3/4-inch figures.
What? No. Now hold on. What does Hasbro do? Let's look at
6-inch
this.
figure. All 6-inch.
Marvel Legends. Marvel Legends.
Yeah.
They do 6-inch, right? And they do
Right.
retro packaged 3 3/4, 5 POA. Those are really hot right now, right? We got Reaction. We got the Star Wars 5 POA on retro cards. I think we'll get Indie 5 POA retro cards from Hasbro.
Ooh.
I also think we're getting 6-inch because 6-inch is what rules the day. That's the collector scale, right? I know there's still a lot of collectors that hang on to 3 3/4. Those are mostly Star Wars and G.I. Joe collectors. But 6-inch, you go to the toy aisle, collectors figures, they're 6 or 7-inch.
Yeah.
So, or 3 3/4, like 5 POA.
No.
I think we're going to get a retro line, 5 POA. I think we're going to get a 6-inch line, and I wouldn't be surprised if they called it the Black Series.
Han, what are you doing? Who's Han? Who's Han?
They're both.
Han
they're both Lucasfilm, right?
Yeah.
And when you think Indy or Star Wars, you think George Lucas.
True.
Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll just call it the Adventure Series or something, 6-inch. But I think they have to do the new movie, right?
Oh yeah. So that's what my question was going to be to you before you continue on. So we know they'll do the new movie figures. That's guaranteed. Thing is, how do you keep the line going after that? Do you go back and do, Raiders of the Lost Ark, a Temple of Doom, and then Last Crusade?
I think you have to, and I don't think the line can keep going like Legends or Black Series does. It can't. So
and that's the other thing. If you do that, do you start digging into Young Indiana Jones TV show?
Probably.
Yes.
Probably not. I think they'll stick to what's going to be 5 movies. I think Crystal Skull will just barely get touched on.
I forgot about that. See how I forgot about that? Because I didn't really care about that one.
Yeah, it's not that good. But I think it's a line that'll stick around for a couple of years, just like the Ghostbusters line did.
Yeah.
There's really no longevity in a Indiana Jones line. I mean, you can do Hasbro can repaint Indiana Jones forever, I mean, that's kind of their thing. But I mean, let's say they do 5 different versions of Indy, 1 from each movie, or realistically, they could do 2 or 3 from each movie. And then a couple of supporting characters from each. Marion, Dante's gone again. Marion, Short Round, Sala, the Onum Shivai guy, Onum Shivai with the beating heart on fire. The chick that Steven Spielberg married, they could do her. But we're not going to see. I doubt they're going to make any of the villains from Raiders because they're Nazis. And I don't see Hasbro making Nazi figures anymore. They did, back in 2008.
So they could get around it without putting the symbol on them and just give them the names.
They never have put the symbol on them. I just think in today's climate, they won't even touch them. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know.
I mean, they might put Hans Staubert Blofeld in there just for the fun of it.
Yeah. Or the guy that gets taken out by the propeller on the plane, the big.
Yes, there you go. The big dude. He's the Build-A-Figure.
Yeah. Yeah. Action feature with blood spraying action.
Yeah. And Raiders of the Lost Ark Wave, he's the Build-A-Figure.
Yeah. Oh, Damien, thank you. He says Mola Ram. Yes, Mola Ram. He's the guy ripping the hearts out.
Yes.
But a lot of the characters in that scene, I think by today's standards would be considered racially insensitive. I don't think they'll touch them.
Yeah.
Like the big dude that, like he burns him with fire or something, so he's not possessed anymore. I don't remember. I haven't seen Temple of Doom in so
Yeah.
long.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to do any of those little kids that were enslaved to Mola Ram.
Yeah. So the funny.
Hopefully they do short round. I would love a short round.
Oh yeah, I can see him doing short round.
Kathleen
So
Kennedy in the dancer dancer outfit from the beginning of that movie.
was that her?
She was one of them. Yeah.
Oh my goodness,
Mm-hmm.
that's horrible. I was going to say, quick side story. The
Yeah.
first time I watched Temple of Doom, and nobody will believe this, I watched it at my grandparents' house. Can you guess on what system I watched it on?
Laserdisc.
Is that-
Did you watch it on Laserdisc? You're breaking up a little bit. Don't hear you at all. Cannot hear you. Nothing's coming through. It's just me again. Pokey87 says 40s soldier look. They could. I mean, you could always leave off the swastika and make the bad guys for Indiana Jones to punch. I don't know. I honestly, I hope I'm wrong. I would love some bad guys for Indiana Jones to shoot and punch and all that stuff. Pokey87 says short round greater than Ned Leeds. I like my Ned Leeds figure. By the way, if you got the Ned Leeds 2-pack with Peter Parker, you can track down the old 1990s Micro Machines Death Star. That works as a good in-scale Lego Death Star for those two. That's how I have it displayed on my shelf over there. You boys got toys as Sega Saturn. Oh, maybe he watched it on Sega Saturn. There was movies on that, wasn't there? VHS, that's an obvious go-to. He said I wouldn't guess it, so probably not VHS. Happy accident. You didn't like Temple of Doom, and now it's one of your favorites. I'm kind of in the same boat. As a kid, I always gravitated towards Raiders or Last Crusade. But yeah, I think Temple of Doom actually holds up really well. I think it's one of those movies that it's aged well, and now people appreciate it more than they did in the 80s. Kind of like the prequels are now, even though there's still lots of prequel haters, and I don't blame them. But, sometimes things come around and they're looked upon as more favorable than they were initially. Josh Lambert, thank you very much. He says my collection room is looking good. Thank you, sir. This is 18 months. I'm pretty much done. I'm just, some of my displays on the part of the room you can't see are not quite where I want them yet. But when they're finally done, shouldn't be much longer. I'll record a collection video. KJ Smith, what's up, man? And Strident says, like the Hobbit films. I've only seen the first two. I never got around to seeing the third because I was completely bored out of my mind by that point. Maybe one day I'll go back and watch the three. What are they, like 3 hours each? It was something crazy. It should have been one movie. Colossal Custom says, Charlie Ma. Yeah. Omega Weapon 13 wants to know, what is your next Grail you're going after? Well, I got Dragon Man recently for a really good deal. I think the next one I'll go after is Mecha Hulk, which I'm not paying the current secondary market price for him. I have to find a good deal. I can't pay that much for a Mecha Hulk. And it's hard to find him loose with Gremlin. Was it Gremlin, the little dude that goes with Mecha Hulk? I forget. I think it's Gremlin. But I'm patient. Got to find a good deal. So yeah, Mecha Hulk. I would like to get the the Holocaust Baff or the Nemesis Baff eventually. I could have had that back in the day for really cheap, and now it's super expensive. I'm hoping that Hasbro just makes one, but the 2 waves of AOA were so poorly received, and they paid Worm so hard. I don't think Hasbro's in a big rush to do a 3rd wave of AOA figures. So yeah, Mecha Hulk, the Nemesis Baff, and Strife. And Strife is selling for about 120, and I'm not paying that much. I'm hoping we'll get Strife on a retro card, on a retro X-Men card. That would be cool because I had that one back in the day. Drew G wants to know, what do you think of the Cyberfrog figures? Sculpts are excellent. Sculpts, paint, all that looks really good. That looks like they're going to scale really well with other 6-inch lines. But that articulation, man, that's a huge bummer. Huge bummer. But EVS has never made figures before. It's his first time, so I'm a little forgiving of that. Hopefully, he can learn how to do modern articulation.
What's that? What's that now?
No, we're talking about. There he is. What's up, man?
What's going on?
Are you still in the car?
No, I'm in the house.
All right.
I'm back. I'm at home.
He's back. I was trying to hold it down for you.
I appreciate it. Hey, that's why I trust you.
Oh, Damien says, I wouldn't mind seeing 6-inch figures of Old Willow and the upcoming new series. I have to revisit the Old Willow. I have not seen that since I was a kid. And then I want to watch the new stuff.
Yeah, I haven't seen that as well since I was a kid. I feel like it's like always like gummy bear magic. Like I always think of like Willow like gummy bears.
Well, that old Willow line was like the size of gummy bears. It was super small, and they were just little statues.
Yeah. All right.
When does that Willow show come out?
Next month.
That soon? Oh man, I got to get on it. Matt Mortigan, Val Kilmer would be very cool in figure form. I agree, Greg.
Yeah. So the question is now, if they do make figures of that, are they gonna go with new Val Kilmer or old Val Kilmer?
Is Val Kilmer in the Willow show?
Yeah, I think he is. If I remember correctly, I think they did say he was in there.
He was in Top Gun. If he's in Willow, I think it would probably be a cameo, like Iceman was in Top Gun Maverick.
Iceman?
You know what they could do all the classic Lucasfilm stuff, right? So you got Willow, right. You got Indiana Jones, Star Wars. They could call it all Black Series. Throw in Howard the Duck. But yeah, that would be cool. Get a 6-inch Willow line, 6-inch Indiana Jones line. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I have no room for it, but I'd buy it anyway because I'm stupid.
Indiana Jones I'd probably be in on. The Willow line I probably would not be as much. Like I like Willow, but I'm not like in love with the movie. Like I would need the figures. Like, oh my goodness, like I need these figures.
Do you collect Mythic Legions at all? You have a couple, right?
Only have one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I only have one now too. I had two. Yeah. I had the brown horse and the big green ogre, and I sold my brown horse, and I kept my big green ogre. So I'm down to one. But they're excellent figures. I got nothing against Mythic Legions at all. But a Willow line could, maybe get me into the more fantasy type of line. Because I don't collect Lord of the Rings either.
Yeah, so I don't blame you. Thank you, everybody. Yes, I made it home safely. Jamie Lynn says, whatever you're doing different this week, your audio and it doesn't sound glitchy. Thank you. I don't know. I didn't do anything. I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm even doing in my life at this point in time anymore.
Greg wants a Haslab giant Hydra from Willow. I'd be out on that. I love the big monsters.
Ooh, yeah. I'm down with that. I am down with that. Oh, sorry, I got cut off and the car, my phone died on me. That's what happened.
Okay.
So I was saying, would you say, would you think I watched Temple of Doom first time on?
Well, I said Laserdisc, but someone in the chat, and I forget who it was, said Sega Saturn.
No, you are correct. It's Laserdisc.
Oh, okay, yeah. We never
At my
owned a
grandparents'
laser.
house.
We would rent the Laserdisc player from
Yes.
the local. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's funny that you say that. My grandmother owned a Laserdisc. My grandparents owned a Laserdisc, and like we would go to the store, like go to the the whatever video shop, and be like, hey, I'm like, hey, can we get this? Hey, can we get this on Laserdisc? They were like, not today. Maybe some other time. I'm like, what? I couldn't throw a fit because I was with my grandparents, and if I threw a fit, my grandmother would be like, you want to throw a fit? And yeah, right. That's exactly. So it's funny because I never gave my grandmother any grief except for one time, and I paid for it dearly, and that was it.
Yeah.
Never ever gave her grief.
Our grandparents were a different generation, man.
Yeah, I couldn't. There's no way I could give her grief because she was so kind to me, and she was awesome. She was so awesome. So I couldn't give her any kind of grief.
Backstabbers in the chat.
Yes. Ooh, backstabbers.
Jamin Lynn, anonymous dude. Right on.
And,
so
and
we're
I'm
gonna
more
talk
sad.
about some Haslab here. I think we have to.
Yes, only if my mouse had worked, but my wireless mouse is not working right now for some reason. I don't know why. So, and I hate using a trackpad mouse.
Oh, trackpads are worthless. I can't do it.
They are. They truly are. Even like my work one is like useless. Like I hate it. But people love like using it. I'm like, how do you like love using this thing? Oh, there we go. My USB port must be dead.
How did like the trackpad like continue on and make it to the modern world, and like zip disks went away?
Because people love it.
Man, I hate the trackpad. You got some super chat.
Yes.
Oh, there it is.
Thank you, White Mike Vegeta. Says I would love to see the Haslab Mole Man Big Monsters. Yeah, I don't. So that one I don't think it should be a Haslab. I think that one could be like a regular release. I don't think that should be like technically in a Haslab itself.
Is that like the big green monster that on the cover of Fantastic Four? I think it's Fantastic Four 1.
Yeah, I think that's what I would assume that's what he's referring to, because that's what I'm saying. Like I don't mind seeing that, but as like maybe like a deluxe figure. But I don't think that you can't. More like deluxe figure than a Haslab, because what would your add-ons be for that? That's the thing. You have like little mole men. You have the mole man, and then you have the big mole man, like the big mole man. That's it. You have like one. Yeah, piece of 4. He's holding a piece of 4.
Yeah.
Just like him and the Rain Corps just sitting there holding pieces, fighting over a piece of 4. He's like, no, this is my Haslab. No, this is mine. I'm going to get back. No, you had your turn already. Give me the 4. Oh, the sad part is I can see them fighting over that. Like, it's my turn to get back. No, you had your turn already. Oh, before we get to the Haslab, I do have the pictures for what's going to be available at Hascon. Now, the most suspicious thing is there's no Hasbro stuff put out yet for Hascon.
I mean,
something's up. We know it's going to be something, but something's up.
I think we'll see it real quick.
Yeah.
I think they just want to get like the whole Haslab thing out of the way, and then they'll, we'll start seeing stuff maybe tomorrow.
Right. But it's funny that they didn't send it in this email that they sent out. So we got Serpentor, who's going to be available during Hascon, or the Hasbro Post Con.
Did they give you a price on that?
Let me double check and see.
Well, let's play a game. Let's try to predict what it will cost. What are your predictions for this Serpentor price tag?
Oh, I'm thinking like 70, either $69.99 or $79.99.
Okay. My predictions? Pain. Pain. No, I'm thinking like 80 minimum. Just because it's, it's a Hascon thing. It's a con thing, right?
Yeah.
Wait, no. Will this be a general release? Will we see this
Let
at
me
Target and
see.
Walmart and everywhere? I don't know.
Good question.
If it's a general release, $59.99. Oh, I don't know.
I don't think it's gonna be general release because like none of the stuff that they ever put out really for like the Hasbro PulseCon has been general released. It's always been on a Hasbro Pulse.
So yeah, if this is a Hascon exclusive, which I don't think it should be, because it seems like Joe fans are really excited for this guy. If it's a con exclusive, 80 minimum.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I said. Like 69.99, 79.99. That's what it's going to be at. It's going to probably be in that price range. They actually don't give a price range, but this is wild how coincidence this is. It said additionally Hasbro is partnering with Toys for Tots this year's event. For every viewer of Hasbro PulseCon 2022, Hasbro will donate toys or games to Toys for Tots up to 60,000 pieces.
No, well, I mean that's okay. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I give Hasbro a lot of crap, but that's good.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, real quick, and I forgot to announce this last week. This is a 3-year anniversary of the show.
Oh, really?
Yes. Last week was the 3-year anniversary.
All right. Hey, let's get Alex in here. What's he doing? Put the baby down, Alex. Get in here, man.
Right. Wake up, Alex. Wake up. Everybody gonna teach you today.
Oh, yeah. No, he's babysitting little Megatron today.
Well, little Megatron can say hi.
Yeah, this is a very cool set. Now, I like G.I. Joe. You know, I'm a very casual G.I. Joe fan. I've said it a million times. This is a very cool set that I'm just not interested in. But I think the direction they're going in with this is exactly what the majority of classified fans want. So, good on them.
Dang, Pokey. Said those tots will get the toys in 2028.
It's a pre-order donation.
60,000 toys pre-ordered.
We're gonna Haslab a Toys for Tots donation.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna get it just to complete the collection because if I ever decide like I'm done with the Joes and I can sell them all, then I know I'll have like most of them complete and out. And I can sell. I know I'll get my money's worth for what I have.
Yeah. I'm mostly collecting more. And I say more realistic looking. None of them are really very realistic outside of like Breaker and a few others. But I passed on the orange Alley Vipers. I just not into it. Passed on the Crimson Guards and the Twins. But I am getting that Outback. That's coming very soon.
Oh,
that,
Outback Steakhouse?
Huh?
I said Outback Steakhouse. Yeah, I love. I haven't eaten there in a while, but it sounds good.
Well, no, not that one. No, not that one, and not the Tiger Force one. Just the regular release one.
Yeah.
There
you go. Get that tiger out there. Tiger. So we got Serpentor. Where's my other stuff? Here we go. Then we got this one. I don't know. This is more.
Oh no.
We got Cassian, Andor, and BMO. I'm gonna call him BMO, even though it sounds like the BMO that I'm talking about is from Adventure Time, but this is not Adventure Time. This is like I'm gonna call him BMO just for short.
You want to take that super chat before we talk Star Wars? There you go.
Thank you, Jeremy Jernigan. Thank you, Jeremy Jernigan. I'm getting tongue-tied already. I'm usually extremely critical of Hasbro, but I'll give them credit where it's due. This is a cool move by them. Yes, it is.
Yep. Now this 2-pack here is $50, $52.99.
More than likely, yeah.
Black Series team needs to put the crack pipe down. Okay, that droid is no bigger than BB-8. It was just a few years ago that Rey came with BB-8 for $20. Now I get it, prices have gone up. It's con exclusive. This is not a $53 toy.
No,
especially since no one's seen this show yet.
Okay, so we talked about this a little bit last week. when I seen the release for this like Star Wars Andor show, I'm like, who are these characters? You're already announcing characters that I have no idea who these people are. If they're even there was a generic nameless dude that they're putting in there in the line.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
I'm like, who is generic nameless dude number one over here? Like I can see you in the credits, but I don't see you as an action figure.
I mean, I guess this is supposed to be like the most grounded, realistic Star Wars, which I don't know. I don't think that's what Star Wars ever should be. Really? I mean, I don't know. Whatever.
It is. It is.
After Obi-Wan, after Book of Boba Fett, my expectations for this show are very, very low.
Oh yeah,
I'm not about. I am no longer pre-ordering figures from things I have not seen. I haven't got a single Obi-Wan figure. I'm not buying any of those. I mean, maybe I'll get the fifth brother and the Grand Inquisitor on clearance just to put in my Rebels display. But the rest of them, I don't need. I don't need all the different Obi-Wans and all. It's just that that show was horrible. And if this show turns out horrible and I have a $53 con exclusive that's worth $20, man, no, I can't do it. Not doing it, man. That's crazy.
Yeah. Damien says, this I command, says Dante. Strand says, I don't care for the twins, but get them to complete the core Cobra baddies. Yeah, that's the only thing I'm doing. It's just like the same thing you're doing. It's just completing cores. Robert said, pass. Jeremy says, Cobra. La, 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 la. RG says, this 2-pack is ridiculous. I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead. I just, Colossal Customs has to come in here and say, watch our mouths when we talk about Andor. I get it. It's all good, man. If you like Andor because he represents your culture, your Hispanic culture, I got no issue with you. That's cool. That's fine. I'm not buying a $53 2-pack that should cost $20. And my expectations for anything Star Wars are very low. Very low.
Yeah. Especially when you have like single jointed knees and single jointed arms. Like it's like they made no progress to go further. It's just like, oh, we'll keep going 6 steps back and maybe 2 steps forward. That's it. I don't know. Like Andor, it's like, okay, I'm still sitting here and watch Andor, and I didn't really watch Rogue One. So what makes me gonna sit there and watch Andor if I didn't watch Rogue One? There's no Jedis. There's no lightsaber battles. It's everybody going pew pew pew. Like
I love Rogue One.
I understand people love Rogue One. I'm probably one of the very few that probably enjoyed Solo.
Okay, I mean that's fine.
Yeah, I've one of the very few. I'm like, Solo wasn't that bad for me. It was okay.
I like things in Solo, but the movie as a whole is, to me, not good. I like the casting of young Lando. Didn't like the casting of young Han. The story itself, it's like, okay, so everything that was referenced in the original trilogy happens in this one movie. Like everything, right? Like Kessel Run, right? Like,
right.
We had to find out how he got his blaster. His last name was like given to him by some Imperial guy. It was just, I liked Woody Harrelson's character. He was cool, flipping around his guns. That looked cool, but
if they would, so I understand what you're saying. So I agree with you with all that. I think if they would have spread out like they did, like they had in the books and the comics, where you see kind of like Han just kind of like start out as like this young, like a smuggler, then get drafted into the Imperial Army and then leave and then become a smuggler again. Like that, I could have dealt with. Like we just put that over, get by at this point, and then now he's he's looking at the ways like, wow, these Imperial guys are not the way to go. So maybe I need to do something different. Kind of make it feel like the character grows.
It almost, and I think I'm spot on with this. It's movie making by committee. There's too many people giving input on the story. Like, give it to one good writer, you need someone to keep them in check. Like, I think George kind of went off the rails a little bit with the prequels. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems like corporate movie making. Oh, the fans will like this, the fans will like that, the fans will like this, and we're going to put it all in this one movie. And I'm all for fan service. I think that's a good thing. Usually, but when that's all the movie is, and there's like unnecessary, stupid fan service, like this is how Han Solo got his name. This is how he got his blaster. It's like, what?
Yep.
This is how he got his dice that you could barely see in 2 scenes in the entire original trilogy. It's like, all right. Okay. Oh, and look, Darth Maul. Here's Darth Maul.
This is Pax Orion, the story of Optimus Prime. Somebody just gave him the name and just walked away. I'll call you Pax. You're no longer Pax Orion. You're just going to be called Optimus Prime. Okay, my man? Hang in there. Here's the power matrix. You hang on to that. I'm out. What? That was Han Solo right there.
Yeah.
If you watch Transformers, you know. Pokey 87 says, Pokey 87 says easy pass on pretty much the Black series. Dom Chichero says Andor will be released separately like everything else. Ray says this is barely a $30-$40 pack. Robert Diaz says no accessories either. Yeah, which they're cheaping out very much of accessories as well. Brian says only action fortune are all ins and has Serpentor, Iron Grenader, Destro. I love that Serpentor with chair. Real deal says I'm selling off my classifieds. I'm all out versus action force as you should be. I really don't want copies of the O-ring. At least with the O-ring, I can complete. Classified will not be able to. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, my coffee. I'll get my coffee.
Oh, your coffee. All right. Brian King, we don't need Jedi and Skywalker in every Star Wars media. I agree. And I think The Mandalorian was awesome. Well, Skywalker did show up in one episode. But Mandalorian was good even before he showed up. You know. But yeah, I would like to see other parts of the universe. In fact, at this point, I want Lucasfilm to stay the hell away from Skywalkers. Stay away.
I'm tired of seeing Skywalkers. I know that's Colossal Customs boy, but can we get something else?
No, Colossal Custom doesn't like Skywalkers.
I forgot. Man, who likes Skywalker?
Me. But I don't want any more Skywalkers because Lucasfilm doesn't know what they're doing with the Skywalkers or the Kenobis for that matter. Like, stay away from them. Do more stuff like the Mandalorian.
At this point.
Dude, they knocked Mandalorian out of the park. Love that
show.
Well,
because it's one person that's doing it. There's two people that's doing who know what they're doing. That's why. Mm-hmm. I mean, when you look at it, like, I'm kind of excited for the Acolyte. I want to see how that goes because that's more like, okay, this might be some more badassery of like Sith warriors. Okay, I'm with that. You want to go forward? Like, we got the Skywalkers. If you want to go forward, drop Skywalker. Has whole complete stories for you. A bunch of stories that you can do that are already those adapt them. That's it. Don't fiddle around with them. Don't faddle out. Just go ahead and just read the book. Say, oh, okay, this is interesting. People love this. People loved this back in the day. They're going to love this again. We're going to put on big screen. We're going to get some good name actors, even maybe some new names they never heard of, and put this on everybody. Hey, look at this. Hey, look at some good stuff. Hey, look at this. Put boy Luigi on there. And it'll be great. That's all they got to do.
I mean, yeah.
You ain't got to put Kathleen Kennedy got to put her bare paws all over it.
I would like to see.
Step back.
I'm with you. I would like to see more, or I would like to see Old Republic stuff.
Yeah.
You know, or just go 1,000 years in the future, and set up a new order of Jedi. You know, and there's a new emergence of something evil. Don't call them the Sith.
Exactly.
You know, but they can be, you know, corrupted. They're corrupting the Force. Bad guys, or, you know, whatever. I don't know. Anyway,
I'm good with what you're saying. Anonymous Dude says, Laser Pants Dante, what are your favorite period of the Star Wars timeline? I kind of gave ours there. Mine is the Knights of the Old Republic. Because I loved it. Best Star Wars I ever played, and best story was put into game form. each choices of you being good and bad. It was great because I got, like I said, and I always keep saying, I got to be a Sith warrior, a Sith Lord, I should say, and I got to cut down Jolie Bendo, and I got the girl in the end too, because she was bad too. Bella was on my side the whole time. Plot twist, she was with me. She was like, "Hey, we're gonna take over this galaxy. You bet, baby girl. Hey, let's do this. Hey, let's do this. We're gonna take over the galaxy." That was it. I was happy.
Yeah, your audio is a little choppy. Wesley Hendricks is asking about it. Yeah.
I think it's a connection. That's why. I think it's a connection. A little random. Don't you start. That's really weird. Hold on.
Yeah, they're saying you're breaking up.
That's really weird.
I think it's your connection, not just your audio. Because your video is real choppy too. If you can hear me.
It is. I don't know. I think it's restream. Really weird. I don't know what's going on with the website. It's been like really weird. And because the internet connection is like right next to me, so I don't know what's going on with it.
Okay.
I think I might have to go back to streaming. Streaming
Okay.
is pretty good right now.
No, it's about the same as it was, and the video's laggy. Sometimes if you leave the stream and then come back, it'll fix it. All right. Oh, I'm full screen. Here we are. I'm all alone here on this stream by myself with 51 people watching. How's everyone doing? Colossal Customs, we need a Lando show. They announced one like 2 years ago, but they announced a lot of stuff that never happens. Start with Billy D. Williams narrating, then flashback with Donald Glover. That's what they did with Young Indiana Jones. It wasn't Harrison Ford narrating, though. It's like an old guy. Greg, we want Laser Kid. Nah, he's busy.
What's wrong with Laser Kid? He's never busy. He's never too busy for the show.
Oh. He didn't want me to pick him up from the bus stop today. He's like, "No, Dad. My friends will see you." And I'm like, "So what?" He's almost 13 now, so you know he's big time. Can't be seen with his old man.
He's like, "Yo, who's that?" I don't know that dude.
Jeremy J says, "Oh, great, the Laser Pants show." Look,
Yeah.
listen, just go back to your loose but complete, okay? Your little, just go, over there.
All right.
Thank you for the super chat, Jeremy.
Yes, thank you very much, Jeremy. We appreciate it. We appreciate you. All right, let me bring this back up here. All right, so we get into the Haslab here. I also did want to say, what's up, Plastic Thunder? What is going on? Operatable. Welcome. Let's see. Plastic Thunder says, looking forward to Andor. Seems like Rogue One, which is probably the strongest contribution to Star Wars canon outside of anime stuff.
Listen, when I dunk on this stuff, just know I want it to be good. All right.
Right.
I wanted Obi-Wan to be good, and I had high hopes, and my soul was crushed. So I'm not a hater. I'm speaking from a place of deep pain. Do you feel my pain? Listen, I wanna like this stuff, man. I really do.
Exactly. The problem is like we want to hope it's going to be bottles it up. Bottled it up.
What was that?
Thank you for Jeremy said, "Oh, break up again."
Yeah, you're breaking up. No, not really.
I'll just chat, Jeremy.
Thank
As
you,
always,
Jeremy.
hashtag Goon Squad for life. Sorry, yeah. It's I don't know what's going on with the website. It's trash at this point.
Yeah, it's one of those things, man. Sometimes the tech issues happen, and there's nothing we can do. All right, the Haslab. Did you back it yet? Let's just get it out of the way. Did you back this Haslab yet?
You don't want to know the answer to that. You don't
I
want to know the
do.
answer to that.
You got 3 of them.
Go down, Lord.
2?
What's the next one after 3? Yeah, I did.
You got 2?
I did too.
Okay.
I've been wanting this Ghost Rider for a long time. That's why. And you can't have as like. And I'm calling, and weeks and weeks. This Valve 705 Wednesday nights out. I said it on that show. Infinity I said, gonna have Mephisto. This is only gonna get Mephisto and maybe Blackheart.
Oh yeah.
I've said this for a long time. People were like, no, Disney can do it. They're gonna do it. I said no, because remember, with the Goblin Queen and the Hellfire set, they only did that as a Hasbro con exclusive. Or is it exclusive? And they're like, we couldn't do it as a retail for certain issues. Same. And like I said, he's like, there's things that only probably get in this Haslab, we can at least retail. People are like, well, why can't you release a retail? Come on, this number one.
Yeah.
They're not gonna let Marvel say, okay, go ahead and put some up there.
We can't really hear you. Even the chat saying they can't hear you, man. It's breaking up way too much. Should we stop the stream and restart a new one? Whoa. Just heard myself.
Give me a second. Yeah. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I can fix it real quick.
All right.
Just go ahead and
I'll keep it going.
Half hour.
I will keep it going. Art G says, damn, Dante is rich. He is rich. I wish he would send a couple dollars my way sometimes. Random Stuff Garage says, somebody buy my Haslab Sky Striker so I can buy the Hell Charger, please. Good luck with that. I think the Sky Striker will have decent resale value. When is that supposed to ship? Soon, I think. That was about a year ago. That was right around the time Galactus funded. Dom Marchiachiaro says, I'm not a massive Ghost Rider fan, so I think there will be pieces in it I can sell and recoup some of the cost. Good point. That's kind of what I'm thinking. If I do back it, I kind of just want the charger. I don't need all the other stuff. I don't know anything about Robbie Reyes at all. Don't care. Not my Ghost Rider. And even like Ghost Rider he's not on my top 10 of Marvel characters. So to spend that much on a Ghost Rider thing, not going to happen. But just a 112 scale charger would be awesome. But $350 is a lot of money. Damien says, I hope one tier is Zatharos, Zarathos, Mephisto, or it is Nightmare, Blackout. Well, we know we're getting Mephisto, right? They teased it. We saw the back of his head. That's Mephisto. I think it would be good if that was the first tier, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's like the last tier. Yeah, there's Pokey87. He bets Mephisto will be the last unlock. I wouldn't be surprised. Raw Talk Real Deal. Hasbro is using a measuring stick for every Haslab and will increase the price with each one. I agree with you. I think if they ever get to Giant Man, I think we're looking at, well, I mean, Giant Man won't really have any need for light up features. So we might still see him at $350 if they do him. I would love, a 30-inch tall Giant Man. That would be amazing. Nero wants multiple cars. Okay, one for Blade, one for Frank Castle. See, and that's what I'm saying. A Charger for Frank Castle would be very cool. And one for the Dom family. Marvelous Nerd wants to know if Dante has AOL. Welcome. You've got mail. There are 2 Ryan L. Pants. Is that when I heard myself? There was 2 of me on the screen? Yeah. LP show round 10. So Ryan, what tiers would make this worth it? I don't know. They said they're all going to be figures. So yeah, Mephisto would be cool. I don't really need another Johnny Blaze or Danny Ketch. I bet Danny Ketch will be one of them. Mephisto, Blackheart. The thing is, really, all I want is a Charger. So I don't know if it's going to be worth it to me at all. I don't think I'm going to back it. Raw Talk Real Deal says Hasbro has collectors by the balls. Yeah, Ghost Rider collectors for sure. I passed on the His Tank too, though. Like, I thought it was cool, but I didn't need it for my collection.
Okay. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Crystal clear, baby.
There we go. It must be either Chrome or Restream's website.
Okay.
All right. I'm back. Y'all can hear me. I can see your beautiful faces. IT fixed it. I called me, and me came over and fixed it real quick. I'm going to get me 5 stars on Google Read. Nonsense. I'm sorry. What are we talking about again? I do apologize.
The Haslab. The Hell
Yes,
Charger. You got 2 of them.
Yes, I did get 2 of them.
Utah. Give me 2.
Yes. Got a Utah. The red one, too, is definitely, like I said, wanted Robbie Reyes, the Ghost Rider, for a while. I the Hell Chargers, too, as well. There was a certain company, I'm not going to say no names, that was making a Charger. That
I'll say names. I don't care, but unless you don't want me to.
you know what? Okay, so you know what? Fine. Okay, because I don't know what's going on with it. So whatever. 112 Garage, who we had on, and like I said, that was my fault. Blame it on the rain. Blame it on me. It was my fault, and I take the blame. I take the L on that one. But yeah, I thought he was making a great Charger, and so I was like, okay, this could be a great Hell Charger. But Haslab went and done it, and I'm like, all right, let's do it. Let's do it up. So honestly, I'll say this. It's a little bit higher than what I thought it was going to be. I did initially think like 250 to 300, which I understand everybody has, was thinking it should be. Understandable. 350 is asking a lot. But you notice too, the target is lower too.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like 10,000 or 14,000. It's 9,000. Mm-hmm. So I'm assuming, and this is just a guess, I don't have no insider information. I wish I did have some insider information because I would give my Hasbro leak some great money. But I'm assuming since the last 2 that they had went so well, they were like, hey, you all can go lower and we can make, we can maybe do this a little bit higher if we can make it lower. Because how much was Big G? Big G was 400, right?
$399.99.
Yeah. So Big G was 400. Nobody really scoffed the price of Big G, and he came with just extras.
Yeah.
We didn't. Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know if you saw Legends and Liquor last Sunday, but
I know I missed it.
I was on the show.
Mm-hmm.
And there was speculation, and I'm not rubbing this in anyone's face by any means at all. But a lot of people were thinking 200, 250, and I was like, look, guys, this is going to be 350, like maybe 300. But look at what we're paying for action figures. 25, 30, 35 for this Toad. Yeah, the His Tank was 300, right?
Right.
That was last year. A lot's changed in a year. And someone in the chat just a minute ago said Hasbro has collectors by the balls. They do.
Yeah.
They do. Like, they know people want this stuff, and people will pay it. Or they'll, I think a lot of them will go into debt for it. So, is it worth it? To me, no. To some people, yes. We have to make that decision for ourselves.
Exactly.
But could Hasbro choose to make less profit and put this at $250? Of course. But I think they know people will pay it, and I think it's going to fully fund. And it is what it is, man. I don't like it. I don't think this is worth $350. That to me.
Exactly.
But,
And I agree with everybody about the price. I agree. Don't get me wrong. I agree. And Brian beat me to the punch. He said, I feel like the Hiss was a more complex product. Also, the license fees on the Hiss tank. I think that's what a lot of people forget about. Bobby has talked about that when he was on the show.
Yeah.
How ridiculous the Marvel license fee is.
I think the Hiss tank might have been 300 to make this look better. I think the Hiss tank.
But it is Hasbro's own property too.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I think there still would have been tons of profit if the Hiss tank was 250.
Yeah, and they had one light on there. The Hiss tank only had one light. You got a full you got
no. Hiss tank had more than one light.
What was that? Little spotlight.
It had headlights. It had a cockpit light, and it had that spotlight.
That's right. Yes, right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm sorry. Yes, you were correct. The other thing is you have to think about this. Yes, this may not be an RC car. The RC car that's parked behind me up there. Oh no, is it up there? No, on this side here. You can't really see it because my chair's blocking it. But the Batmobile, you have it. I have it.
Yeah, I do.
It was $100.
Yeah,
it's a great car.
It is.
But you got to we figured out you got to kind of squish Batman in there.
You do.
The door's open on it. Now, the thing is, you got to look at this perspective too. The DC license is probably cheap because not a lot of people are buying DC figures. I love DC. Don't get me wrong. I like the old Mattel DC figures that they came out with. Many people don't like them, but I do. A lot of people like the McFarlane. I've seen a lot of people praise McFarlane for his Batmobile vehicle. It's nothing but plastic. That Batmobile vehicle is nothing but cheap plastic. And I'm not saying that to knock on McFarlane, but you can't compare just straight cheap plastic to something that has a little bit more of I guess I want to say, extra step into being something worthwhile for your money, for your more bang for your buck.
I mean, this is a premium product, right?
Yes.
Like the detail on the inside, the lights, the functioning doors, the trunk. The Batmobile was just a blow molded cover on a frame.
Exactly. So you're comparing an $84 car, which got dropped down to what? Discount down to $40.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Thor.
I never saw it at retail. I never saw that.
Exactly. Thor. Hold on. I'm not. I'm like I said. I'm not trying to Batman McFarlane, but you can't compare. You can't compare what McFarlane does to what this is. If you want to compare it to what McFarlane does, compare it to the Batmobile that came out for $100. That actually you can drive around. I don't
And it
see
has
nobody
headlights.
doing that. Yeah, and it has headlights.
Yeah, it's cool.
Like this, and the reason why I say 350 might be a little bit too high, but I understand why. You are getting a light up car. You are getting flame effects. You are getting, and it switches out. It's not like you keep the fire tires on there. They said no. We'll give you the regular tires to pop on there. The trunk opens up. I know it's not going to be something great for everybody, but at least you'll put the accessories in the trunk.
Yeah, and it, you know, if everything unlocks, you're probably getting 4 figures with it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You're getting 4 more figures with it. You're going to probably get Mephisto, Blackheart, but like I've been saying, Mephisto was going to be part of this tier wave.
Mm-hmm.
I've been saying this. I told you all this. This is probably the only way we were going to get Mephisto, and Dwight kind of confirmed it for me.
Yeah.
And the thing is, too, and this is the other thing, too. You think about it as well. And I don't mean to cut you off, right?
No.
The thing about this as well is it just turns to a regular charger. You get 2 cars for the price of 1. You don't always have to use it for Robbie. You can use it for other figures.
And that's why I would get it personally. I if I got this thing, I'm like 99% sure I'm not getting it. But if I got this thing, I would immediately sell off the 2 Robbie Reyes figures, and probably maybe all of the unlocks. I don't know. I don't know if anyone would be interested in just flame effects if I was to sell those, but I would, like I said, I would just want a stock charger.
You know what? People would be interested in flame effects. I guarantee you they probably would. They would.
Yeah. Maybe not the tires. I don't know.
You never know. Somebody might. I mean, for the 3D printer people out there, they may want to put tires on a car they 3D print it.
Yeah, and RG makes a good point. Dwight's saying that certain characters they couldn't do for regular retail just shows that this is the only way we will get Mephisto. Yeah, that's probably the only way Hasbro will make Mephisto. There's a lot of companies out there making 1/12 scale Marvel figures right now.
Exactly.
Right? I mean, what if Mezco was like, hey, we're doing Mephisto? Ooh! What if Mafex is like, hey, we're doing Mephisto? Or, you know, what if Diamond Select brought back their Mephisto? They brought back the Watcher finally.
Yeah, I don't think. I'm not trying to just like poop on Diamond Select, but I don't think. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna make.
You have that one, don't you?
Yes, I do.
No, I know it's like an old Diamond Select, limited articulation, but the sculpt is like fantastic, right? It comes with a throne.
Oh yeah, like so when Marvel Select with this one, and it was kind of like in the earlier days. This is like a better McFarlane figure almost, but you just don't have like the wrist hinges on here. If they would have gave wrist hinge, you would have been it would have been like almost perfect for our Marvel Select figures. And it's a great Marvel Select figure. Don't get me wrong, sculpting is perfecto. Like it's awesome.
Now I wonder. Now look, Marvel Select is prevented from adding more articulation to their figures. It's like in their license. You can only do so much articulation in your figures. I wonder if they'd even be allowed to do Mephisto while this thing is running. I bet if they wanted to do a re-release of Mephisto, Marvel would be like, nope, not right now. We got to get that Haslab funded.
Yeah. And I mean, but look how long it's been since they could have redid that Mephisto too.
Yeah. I mean, same thing with the Watcher. The Watcher was selling for over $200.
Yeah.
Finally came back when what was it? What If? The What If show came out, right?
Yeah.
So.
But look how much it was scrutiny with that, because people were like, I think you were saying too, like your order had got canceled. People's orders were getting canceled for that Watcher. And it was like kind of confusion, like, is this Watcher going to come out, or is his bald? You know what he looks like?
He reminds me like a Looney Tunes character. The Marvel Select one with that big bulbous head looks like a Looney Tunes character.
Elmer Fudd looking motherfucker. Yeah, he does look a little Elmer Fuddish.
But look how long. But you see what I'm saying? Like that one, it was like, is he gonna come out? Is he not gonna come out? Because I know a lot of people was like, I seen a lot of people like, is this figure gonna come out? Because my order got canceled from Amazon. Is this figure come out? I had that figure on pre-order with Big Bad Toy Store for who knows how long. I think whenever it first got announced back, I ordered it, and I wasn't sure if the Big Bad Toy Store was gonna cancel it. They didn't, and they shipped it out.
Yeah, I got mine from Big Bad. Amazon canceled mine. I had 2 ordered. One from Amazon, one from BBTS. BBTS shipped mine, but Amazon canceled mine. Yeah. And I talked to Zach Oat at his New York Comic Con, and I think he said the Watcher was delayed because of the shipping issues, which were real bad last year.
Oh yeah.
And I don't think they could make it in the quantities that it was pre-ordered at, so they had to cancel some. I don't know. I don't remember. It was a year ago.
So
anyway,
well, I was going to say it's just kind of like a side note. I seen an article today. I was going to talk about it, but I'm not going to pull it up now. The thing is, Walmart and Target are canceling pre-orders.
Oh, they always do. Yeah.
Well, no, they're doing it either way. Either without telling you or telling you, they're doing it either way.
For what?
I can pull it up real quick. I did save it.
For like Marvel Legends and Hasbro stuff?
Anything.
Huh.
Anything that you pre-order with them, they were canceling. They were canceling online orders. Where's my bookmarks?
Wow. Okay. That's odd.
Yeah, here we go. So I'll go through it real quick. Name of the article is from Retail Wire. Walmart and other retailers are canceling billions of dollars in orders. Walmart, Target, Macy's, and Kohl's are among retailers that recently said they're canceling some orders to better balance inventory levels, a replay of strategy used in the start of the pandemic. Other steps retailers are using to clear inventories is spending as slow on some non-discretionary categories as employing markdowns and packing away products for the following year. The elevated inventory levels also reflect intentional overbuying to mitigate shortages and the easing of supply chain constraints. One risk of canceling orders is straining or damaging relationship with trading partners. As the pandemic arrived, many retailers were called out for not honoring their contracts to pay in full for goods that were in production, as well as requests for postponements, discounts, or delays in payment. Several issued statements assuring their commitments with Levi's and Gap offering low-cost financing to factories weather payment delays. The other risk is not having it. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, it seems like that's just what they're putting in the stores. I don't know if that would apply to pre-orders. I mean, they'll cancel your pre-order anyway, but
yeah. But I was assuming like they were covering that as well. But this is why I hate pre-ordering with Target. This is why I hate ordering stuff with Target unless it's in the store.
Me too. Yep. Sucks.
Because how many times have people missed, and I missed it as well, that Target email early in the freaking morning talking about, hey, do you still want this order? Oh, you took too long. We were going to go ahead and cancel your order.
Mm-hmm.
Like, really? I just got up. I do have to sleep sometimes, Target. You're not constantly testing my debit card if it's still, see if I have the money to buy something. All right,
declined.
Sorry. Yeah, declined all day. All right, sorry. So back to this. What was I going to say about this? I'm cool with it. I feel like the only thing that's kind of, I don't want to use the word cheapen, but it feels kind of cheapen, is like this little dust effect. This kind of burnt rubber dust effect.
Oh, the brimstone. Yeah.
Yeah. Because first of all, I appreciate them showing it, but if you know it's hard plastic and you're scraping it across some glass, could you not do that? Because I was hurting my freaking ears. I hate that sound. It's like that sound when somebody rubs their hand against the chalkboard and it just irritates the mess out of me. This makes
that's the worst.
Oh,
that's the worst.
It makes me want to fight. But either way,
I like they sculpted up the bottom of it.
Yeah,
like it looks good. I enjoy it. It looks awesome. Like they actually put some detail in this because there's a lot of detail in here that you don't get in most cars, especially with the light up headrest. That's something I wouldn't have thought, like would not think of.
It's a cool feature.
Yeah. And then you have it lit up for his head, which if you're doing toy photography, that's going to be awesome because now you don't have to light it up. Now you put a light in there to try to light his head up, it automatically does it.
Yep.
This is so. Only thing I would have probably suggested on this figure, maybe some butterfly joints.
Well, there's no butterflies on him, huh?
No. Mm-mm. I noticed that he didn't have any butterfly joints on him. But he is pinless. So I'm cool with that. But you can tell this is the Ghost Rider top half right here. The upper torso is Ghost Rider because of the shoulders and the arms.
So it's reuse?
I feel like it is. I really feel like it's kind of like the classic, like the Rider's Wave Ghost Rider. I feel like these arms are maybe not this top torso piece, but maybe the arms are like the shoulder pieces.
Didn't they say that it's new sculpt?
It might be. I could be wrong too. Like you could be right, and I could definitely be wrong. But Dom agrees with me. He said butterflies would have been nice for driving poses, which I fully agree. Yes, that's why I said like this should have butterfly joints in it.
Mm-hmm.
Bogey said, yeah, the squeaks were bad. Yes, man, especially when you have headphones on. Oh my goodness.
Now they're doing that early bird thing again, where if this backs in the first week, you get another Robbie, like powered down Robbie Reyes.
Yes, which is cool. So let me get to that. So sorry, before I get to that, so this is some nice detailing in the inside. So the doors open on both sides, passenger side and driver side.
Yeah.
They actually went and made effort. I don't know if these are stickers or this is actually something that's inside. I want to assume it's stickers for right now, but at least gave you something that actually resembles the inside of a car. And drive shaft.
Stick shift, that's cool.
Stick shift, yes, it does move, which is kind of cool. And they
I like the level of detail. That's very nice.
And they actually went in and put all three pedals in there, like for a charger. You got your clutch, you got your accelerator and brake, which would be right for a car like that.
Does the glove box open though?
If it did, I'd be highly giddy right now.
If the glove box doesn't open, this is a ripoff, and Hasbro's trying to screw us.
No. If the glove box open, and he has an insurance card in there with some driver's gloves, that would set it over the top.
Registration. He needs his registration in there. Yeah.
Registration, insurance. Hey, sir, you know I pulled you over? License, registration, and it has like a little tiny license in there. I'm like, hey, sorry, my name's Robbie Reyes. I'm an Avenger. I don't give a damn who you are.
And some
you
crinkled
in these streets, huh?
And some crinkled napkins from McDonald's in the glove box.
Exactly. Like you need everything. Like you need to have like in the back seat. It has to be like some old like back here. It's got to be some trash back here. It's got to be like some kind of trash back here.
Yep.
But that's that's thankful wishing. That's thoughtful wishing. But yeah, you can't put. I think you can't put characters in the back. It looked like these seats adjust, like they move up and forward. I don't remember.
Dwight took one of the chairs out. Like you could take the seats out and try to put someone in the back. There's not a lot of room because it is a sports car. The Charger back seat is very small. But yeah, he took one of the front seats out.
But I'm just saying, like I think in the video, it looked like the seats moved back and forth. I was saying, I think the first video showed. I thought I could be wrong, but I thought I seen like they moved back and forth. I know you can take the seats out, but I didn't know if they moved back and forth. I don't know.
Well, I was driving around and I was listening to it, so I didn't really see a bunch from the live stream. But yeah, he said, "Look, I could take this seat out." Yeah, he was really impressed with that.
Yo, we giving everybody ideas with the glove box now. The first tier will come with a Geico insurance. Greg says that Geico Gecko is unlocked.
Yeah, I saw that. Nero needs a shovel for the body and the trunk.
Exactly. The fourth one even got better. It's like it'd be cool if there was a 44 Magnum in the glove box.
Yeah.
What? I didn't know we were playing with Dirty Harry over here.
Some beer cans in the back seat.
Yeah. Done with this.
Oh, that'd be great.
Greg says, I wonder if you can make Ravager Thor drive. Probably could. I mean, yeah, it's probably the same size as Robbie.
Yep. Hopefully they left plenty of room
Yeah.
for different characters' legs under that dash.
You can roll up the window. Look, they got the old crank window. Like, come on now, you can't ask for more than that.
What? No, wait. Did the windows go down? Are there
No.
windows in it?
No, there's no windows.
There's no windows.
No,
Hasbro's trying to screw us. Thanks, Hasbro.
But then we got Robbie Reyes, which has in his 9 Ghost Riding form, which is pretty cool. I like this.
I mean, he likes tight jeans.
Yeah, he was always in tight jeans. So.
Yeah.
And you know what is crazy about this too? I think it's all go together. So if you read like the first story arc for Ghost Rider with Eli Morrow, which was kind of a nice little nod with the license plate.
Yeah, I never read any of them, just so you know.
Yeah, so it's a like I almost want to say like his kind of like evil uncle who did like bad things, like, but he like became like part of like possessed with Robbie in the car.
Yeah,
and that was kind of like the story, like him fighting between like trying to gain control, like his uncle's trying to gain control of him as the Ghost Rider. But also it was Mr. Hyde's story too. Now this could go good with the Kickstarter Mr. Hyde, because he does grow that big in the story where he's fighting Robbie as the Ghost Rider.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Oh, Art G says he's a millennial. Don Chiaro, Robbie with the gray sweatpants energy. Those are like jeggings. That's what he's got. He's got on the yoga pants.
Greg says, Dante, are you going to ask a sculpting friend to make a AOS Robbie head? AOS.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. No, I'm cool with the two that come with it. I don't have a problem with that. Oh wait, it don't even have a rear mirror to hang one from. Oh, dice.
Yeah.
Dice in the mirror. I said I was out of here. Yo, home's to Bel Air. But this looks good. I mean, he got them shiny Michael Jackson shoes on though, but that's okay.
Yeah. Man,
that
looks dope like that. That looks so good. But it's $350.
It is.
And this is coming from the crazy man that bought 5 Sentinels.
Yeah, you were close with that Rancor. You were almost close with Rancor. Like this close.
No, I decided not to back that, and then it didn't fund.
Yeah, that's right. Wow, this Star Wars team is like, man, that's it. We're promoting people after this one. But yeah, it looks great like this, and I think that's kind of what made me buy 2.
Now hold on. Art says he's a millennial, but this Charger is a manual. It's a stick shift. That ain't gonna work.
Nope.
You can't drive that car. You can't. Actually, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm down for this. Like, I'm really like I'm down for this. Yeah,
I think the Brimstone effect does fit on the back wheels, Pokey. They showed it on the front and the back.
Yeah, front, back, and middle. They said. Yeah, so you can put it either way.
Greg says a base car like that, no lights, no effects, people would gobble up. I would.
Oh yeah.
I'd be on it, doggone it.
Oh yeah. This would be like, I'm down for it.
With working doors, working trunk, I'm in.
All we need is Dominic Toretto to put in there.
Yeah.
That's a good question, John. He says they can't call it a Charger.
They do.
It's technically a Hell Charger.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the licensing what that is. Ryan says not exactly a 69 Charger must not have got licensing.
Yeah, it's definitely not 100% accurate.
Yeah.
But Hell Charger and yeah, I don't know how that works, honestly.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. Because then they have to probably who makes the Charger? Was it Chevy? Chevy makes Charger. I forget.
What's that?
I was saying who makes the Charger? Isn't it Chevy?
Dodge.
Dodge. Is okay. Dodge.
Yeah, Dodge Charger.
Greg says LP. What do you think a base Charger would cost? I think 140ish.
Base? No, not that much.
Yeah.
I mean, we got the Batman Batmobile, the RC one, for 120, I think. Just a base Charger like this, no lights, no frills, no Marvel license royalty, $80.
Yeah, I can see that. Let's see. I was gonna say. I was going to read. Drew says, Tier 1, Danny Ketch. Tier 2, Danny's Bike. Tier 3, Danny's Human Head. Tier 4, Mephisto. So Greg let me know that Dan Yoon said there's no other vehicles in there. It's just figures. Just other characters.
Just figures. Yep.
Yeah. So there's not going to be any other vehicles in there. So like I said, Mephisto. I have a feeling Mephisto's going to be either tier 1 unlock or tier 2 unlock. And then after him would be Blackheart. And then I don't know if they would go to tier 3 and tier 4. I think maybe a classic Danny Ketch for tier 3.
Now look, so they did Galactus, right? And then all of a sudden we're getting all these heralds in their normal line.
Right.
We already know they're doing Ghost Rider on a retro Ghost Rider card. We're going to get a Danny Ketch and bike this year at some point. Yeah. Or, I mean, within the next year.
Exactly.
Yeah. We'll get that in the regular line. So I don't know if they do a Danny Ketch unlock because they want to sell him with a bike. And he has a different bike than Johnny Blaze.
Yeah. Oh, Don says, Dan, you also confirmed last night, no Danny Ketch. So
okay.
So he is not in that
way.
No. So like I said, it's going more likely it's going to be. You know what, Jamie Lynn? I didn't think about that. Damian Hellstrom. I did not think about that one, and that would make sense because that would be another character they can't release in the main line. So you think about Mephisto, Blackheart, Damian Hellstrom, and I don't know who the fourth would be. I don't. I'm trying to think of any other Ghost Rider characters that would. I'm trying to think. Like anybody else who would be like a fourth.
Ghost Spider. I mean, it's also the 60th anniversary of Spider-Man.
It is, or it could be his brother, his younger brother.
Robbie Reyes' younger brother?
Yep.
I didn't know he had one.
Yeah, he's wheelchair bound.
Wait, is he a Ghost Rider on a wheelchair?
No, so he actually does get the Ghost Rider powers for like a hot second. But we said that'd be awesome. Like if he was like they put his little brother in there, and he get him like you can make him a Ghost Rider, like he was in the comics.
Drew G. I'm just saying it'd be kind of cool to get a flaming wheelchair.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Not awesome. Only fit on the car, but fit on the wheelchair too.
Now, hold on. Greg says Ryan Ryder's line is dead per Ryan Ting. It's dead? Like, they'll bring it back at some point.
Yeah, I think he did say that.
I mean, they're not doing it right now because they went to like big deluxe figures. That took the spot of Riders, right? Like your Surtur and your MODOK. I don't think Riders will never come back unless he said we're never bringing them back. But that doesn't make sense to me.
I will say this: we may see other figures come out with stuff. Maybe. I just throw my hands up on that one.
All
Maybe.
Right.
I mean, for the first outing, you do get a lot, but as we always do here, we got to see what it is.
3,000.
2,009. No, it's 2,949 right now.
Oh, it's getting close. Getting close.
So,
RG says Alejandra Jones.
oh, the female
Ghost Rider.
Yeah. I mean,
Could
they
be.
could do the 3,000 BC Ghost Rider as well. That could still be up there. I mean, 3 million BC. Sorry, 3 million. 3 billion? Was it 3 million? 3 billion? 1 to 3 billion. One of the old Avengers, like the original Avengers that's supposedly out there. Thank you for the super chat, Robert Diaz. The fourth unlock will be a replica of the body of Jimmy Hoffa.
Thank you, Robert.
Thank you. Jimmy
Hoffa. You're getting two of them. You want to just sell me the base charger? One of your two? Just the base charger. Sell me that, Dante.
So, you know what's funny? I was thinking about if I did get the second one, I don't know if I would sell it. Like,
You could display both, right?
It's not really about displaying both. It's kind of like it's more like when Mephisto gets unlocked, you know.
Oh, then you cancel one.
No, it's just like look, no, I'm not gonna cancel. I won't. I'm still gonna get two. A lot of selling's gonna have to happen, but
Yeah.
fire sale gonna be happening soon. But not because I want two Mephistos. Because if I keep one for myself and maybe sell one off later on, because you know what's going to happen, just like the Sentinels. But oh, you got a Mephisto? I need that Mephisto in my collection.
Yeah, that Mephisto's going to be worth a lot of money.
Exactly. I'm not going to oversell them, but I'm going to sell them for a reasonable price. That makes sense.
Ryan Pai Dalu, I probably totally screwed up your last name. He wants it to make sounds. Like that?
You know what? Yeah. You know what is funny? I agree with them. For $350, I think you can put like some kind of you can put like the soundboard into the hood since we're not really like we can't really open it. We're just changing out the engine, and then if you press down on the engine, it'll make sounds when it lights up.
That'd be cool. Strident wants the Mammoth Ghost Rider. What's that? 10,000 BC Ghost Rider?
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, that's like the first. That's supposed to be the first Ghost Rider.
I mean, I would have to get a Mammoth. I don't think I could pass up on a woolly Mammoth.
There's a cool So I was catching up on my Avengers comic. There's an awesome Ghost Rider out there that they should make. A feudal Japan Ghost Rider.
What's he ride? A horse?
No, he just walks. He doesn't ride anything. He's actually like a little they actually treat him like a ghost. Like they show him like a shadow of his face in human form, and then he busts out his sword, like his samurai sword, and starts cut people down as Ghost Rider. Like it's like almost like a astral blade. Like it's a real sword, but it's like almost like an astral blade that cuts through people. I'm like, yo, this is a Ghost Rider I wouldn't mind.
That'd be cool. Is he dressed like a samurai?
Not really. Like he has like the hat, and he has just robes on.
Okay.
So he's like that wandering samurai, but not with like the armor on. But yeah, he's like the wandering samurai.
Yeah, okay, yeah, like Ronin.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Just like Ronin. Yes.
Very cool.
Dan H says, "Do you think they will make 3D parts of the car?" I mean, yeah, somebody's going to do it.
Yeah, somebody will.
I don't put it past anybody who has a 3D printer and did some 3D design. I don't put it past them for doing anything like that. They'll make additional stuff. Random Stuff Garage says, "Who is they?" 3D printing community.
Yep.
There's a lot of us out there. There's tons of us out there. Tons of fun.
What's up next?
Let's see. Did you? We can talk about D23. I don't have any pictures of D23, but
Okay.
I remember a little bit of what happened. So they did show a trailer for Secret Invasion.
Yeah, Nick Fury.
It looks good. Um, at this point, like, and I said this already, I like She-Hulk, but I'm a little marveled out at this point.
Me too, man. And I actually like She-Hulk too. I think She-Hulk's all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am burnt out on the MCU.
Oh, sorry, real quick. Daniel says, "My bad. Collectors are people with 3D printers." Um, Both collectors who have 3D printers. Honestly, like I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting ready to try to learn how to do some 3D sculpting myself. So if I can make stuff myself, I would love it.
James Ratface44 says it should have AI in it.
No, and that's, you know what? Did we? I swear, like, people act like they never watched Terminator. Y'all didn't learn nothing from that movie, did you?
It should have solid gold bars in the trunk.
It's come with Dom Toretto in it too, huh?
Yeah, it should come with Vin Diesel.
In my life, 1 mile at a time. Man, let me tell you, Ryan Tang with those puns, those dad joke puns. Look, y'all can say whatever you want. I enjoyed those dad jokes. Those were hilarious to me because he was hitting it. He was hitting all the markers. I mean, like that. He was hitting Fast and Furious. Hope he doesn't get sued for it. But I was more surprised at Dwight.
It should talk like Kit and Knight Rider. Optimus transforms by himself for $750. Yeah,
and Optimus has an app with him too.
Yeah.
I was more surprised at Dwight. He cussed on live stream. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, it should come with AI and Will Smith, who shows up at your house and slaps your face.
Want this car for $350? I want to apologize for slapping you. It's your money to spend, and I hope we can come to some resolution after I slapped you for spending $350 of your own money on what you wanted to do. My bad. I'm sorry.
Keep my Haslab name out your mouth.
Lord have mercy.
All right,
sorry. Yes, we talk about Secret Invasion. They show Secret Invasion. And then what was the other trailer? Was there another Marvel trailer they showed? I can't remember.
I don't remember. I just remember being incredibly bored by everything they showed.
Exactly. That's how I felt too.
So,
yeah, I felt like this D23 was not great. Even with like the Marvel like MCU announcements, like it didn't really like ring out to me. Even with the Thunderbolts movie, everybody was like, "Well, where's Zemo? Well, where's Zemo? Have you seen Zemo? Where's Zemo?"
They might be saving him.
Yeah, I'm like, just calm down. It's okay. You'll get Zemo.
Yeah.
You'll get Zemo. Don't worry. Zemo will be there. It's just, and what killed me more is like Kevin Feige saying like, this is the end of the Avengers. There's no more Avengers. Like, what?
You got 2 movies called Avengers coming up.
Exactly. I'm like, dude, like, I'm like, okay, Kevin. I think. Have you been talking to Kathleen Kennedy? Have you been like riding the white horse?
I saw the thing for the Thunderbolts. You know, the lineup of the team. Rob Pollock posted it.
Yep.
And I was like, "Is this real?" He's like, "It's real." And I was like, "Huh." And I haven't thought about it since. I just, yeah, I'm really burnt out on MCU. But I gotta admit, like, She-Hulk doesn't feel like the MCU. It just feels like a sitcom, like a funny.
It does.
Sitcom.
Yeah.
And I am enjoying it. But you know, seeing the Thunderbolts lineup, whatever.
Exactly. That's how I felt too. I'm just like, all right, cool. And everybody was like hoping that there would be an announcement for like Fantastic Four and X-Men. Like random saying we got nothing on X-Men, Deadpool, Fantastic Four, and other than director.
Yep.
I mean, I'm good with that. Like, I'm not in a rush to see X-Men. I'm not in a rush to see Fantastic Four.
they're gonna redo the cast anyway. They're not bringing back John Krasinski anyway for it, so I'm not in a rush for those movies. Um, I'm good. Like I'm happy with what we got right now. I'm more excited to see Black Panther, uh, and then I'm like I can use a break from Marvel after that. I can use a couple months break. I don't need a TV show. I don't need anything in between, which is good because it will be a break because they'll throw Groot on there or whatever is the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, and I can avoid that at all costs.
You know what? You know what could bring me back?
What's that?
They teased Daredevil's returning,
Yes.
and it's called Daredevil Reborn.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, sorry, Daredevil Born Again. And I recently read that story, the Frank Miller. It's excellent.
Yeah.
It is so good. If they stick to that story, if they do Born Again with Charlie Cox, stay true to the comic, that would bring me back.
Yeah.
Because that was such a good Daredevil story.
I agree with you. I feel Daredevil is going to be good. He's getting a lot of cameo appearances, which is decent. He's going to be in Echo. He's in She-Hulk, and then he's going to lead up to his show, which is it's not bad. And his show, I think he's getting 24 episodes. Was it? No, sorry.
It's like one season. It was I think it was 18.
Yeah, 18 episodes.
Like but Born Again could be 18.
Yeah.
Like the first half could just be Kingpin taking apart his life.
Mm-hmm.
The second half is his coming, being born again, so to speak, coming back,
Yeah.
That would be really cool. Not a lot of him in the suit in that story, but it's such a good story.
Yeah. And like everybody's saying, like a good story will draw you in. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that story. I'm good with that. I'm kind of want to see like what they're going to do with Kingpin since he's going to be in Echo. He makes his comeback in Echo and then probably makes his big return again in Daredevil, Born Again. But now, who do you bring in? Like, who else do you bring in as like villains for him to fight in that meantime? If you're building up to Kingpin coming back out and revealing Matt Murdock as Daredevil.
Well, I mean, if the series is just Born Again, it would start off with Kingpin. But,
right.
I mean, you could always do Bullseye, which they did in season 3, right?
Yeah, the last season, yep.
But this is going to be a reboot. It's Charlie Cox, but it's not a continuation of the other 3 seasons.
Oh, okay.
So and Iodine 74, I know they won't stick to the comic story.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I mean, I think with Daredevil, I think they will try a little bit more than most characters because we've already been introduced to Daredevil. It's not like they're redoing like they're doing like Miss Marvel or She-Hulk. Like they're introducing that character to us. We already know from Netflix show, even though it's not a continuation, we already kind of know who that character is. So I think they can just kind of just like start, like you're saying with Born Again, like start it like the comic and just kind of hit the floor and hit the ground running.
Yeah. Brian says they have a Penguin spinoff coming to HBO. No, that was canceled.
Good, because I'm surprised Pennyworth got another season. Like I was like, how is this even getting another season?
Well, that dude that took over for Warner Brothers, he's cutting everything. He cut Batgirl. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. He cut all the HBO stuff, the HBO streaming service. He's cutting everything.
Yeah.
And I pretty sure I heard the Penguin got cut.
Young Justice got cut as well too.
Oh yeah.
Which is sad. Like Young Justice was like one of the best animated shows that they had, and you cut. Like I don't know what this dude is seeing. Like I don't know what he sees. Like, and I've said this before. I don't know who's worse, the people that were there before him or the new guy.
He's cutting everything because they're in massive debt. They're not spending the money. They're in billions in debt. They're not spending that money, and he wants to focus on basically the big three: Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. He wants to focus on that, make huge blockbusters, and start making some money.
Well, the thing is about that is Batgirl would have made you your money. From everything everybody was saying, like it was pretty good. Like it was getting decent reviews, like from what their people were saying, like this is gonna be pretty good. But you're gonna keep Ezra Miller, the troublemaker, Flash going?
Oh, that guy's got to go. That guy's he's a piece of work. But he, I mean, look at Catwoman with Halle Berry.
Yeah.
And maybe he's thinking, look, it's going to end up like that. Cut it.
Sorry, real quick. Night, Pokey. Yeah. Have a good night.
Later, Pokey. Yeah, I don't know. DC's got to do something because they've been a mess for a long time. There's been a couple of good gems. The Joker movie. I liked the last Batman. Snyder cut was better. It was okay, But they've got to do something to get their house in order because it's mostly been a mess. I know there's been like good things here and there, but as far as a cohesive universe, if they want to do what the MCU is doing, they have to pick a lane and stick with it. Mm-hmm. And you have to have a confident producer, showrunner, so to speak, like Feige.
Yeah. So everybody's dying and trying saying that they heard different, like it was doing horrible from reports. I don't know, like from what reports, that's the kind of reports I was reading, it was decent. I wouldn't say it was great, but they said it was decent. But like there was stuff in there that I guess would have made like people kind of like happy with Michael Keaton in his suit again, like he was in the movie.
Yeah.
But like I said, like they cut a lot of good, like a lot of things are getting cut just for no reason. And I understand that you're hemorrhaging money, but you're putting all your eggs in one basket with Black Adam. You're trying to make The Rock your centerpiece. That's not it. That's not your centerpiece. You can't do that with it.
The one thing about The Rock though is he's in blockbusters. Like when he's in a movie, it's like it's a big deal. Like the dude brought back Jumanji. Yeah. Who was really looking for a Jumanji reboot?
Hold on. Except for the one movie. What was the one movie with the giant monsters from the game, the video game, the arcade game?
Rampage.
Yeah, Rampage. Yeah, that.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
And the towering inferno building that he was in when he had to go save his family, climbing up, he had to pick like the robotic leg.
I never saw that. I don't know.
I didn't see it either, but I just know about it. That was not that great.
But lately, what's he done? I mean, he's done like the Fast and Furious stuff. That's always a hit. Yeah. Those don't tank. The Jumanji stuff. He's been Black Adam. I think Black Adam will probably do pretty good.
Thank you for bringing that. Which beckons me to this. Nobody gives guff to like Fast and Furious making all these movies, but everybody's ready to jump down a superhero movie. It's like, oh, they're making too many superhero movies. But nobody blinks an eye at Fast and Furious making his 20th movie talking about, oh, we're going in space. What are you?
That's true, and they are ridiculous movies, but people love them.
Right. But nobody bats an eye and says anything about them nonsense, like the nonsense that goes on in there. But superhero movies, oh Lord, don't you make a superhero movie now. But Fast and Furious, that gets a pass from me. Yeah, Vin Diesel stomping on some concrete, making the whole thing fall. Like, I didn't know he was a superhero. When did he get superpowers? What movie was that in? 2? I'm sorry, I must have missed that.
They all blend together for me. I don't think I saw the last couple of them. I don't know.
I've only seen 2. Oh, sorry, I've only seen 3 movies out of the whole franchise.
The first 3?
I've seen Too Fast, Too Furious, Hobbs and Shaw, and then whatever one was after Hobbs and Shaw.
I liked Hobbs and Shaw. It was dumb, but I did like that one.
That's why I liked it, because it was just dumb.
Yeah.
It was just dumb. Let's see. Skyscraper, that's what it's called. Thank you, Four Feathers. I forgot about San Andreas. Yeah, that's another flop right there. Random stuff says Rampage was one of my favorite games, but it translated the movie as good as Battleship. Yes, exactly. Idon says Black Adam will have a big first weekend, which I don't disagree with you with. Then it's going to be all about word of mouth. Very true.
Yeah.
Brian Rollins says that's because they put a Fiero in space. Greg says
Gremlin.
Dante. Greg says Dante, if JSA exists in Black Adam, where the F were they when Zod came, then when Steppenwolf came in Doomsday? So supposedly this is not connected to the Snyderverse, so they didn't have to show up. This is more connected to Shazam.
Yeah, I'm hearing this is like a kind of like a soft reboot of the Snyderverse. Like this is going to be what kicks it off. Just a rumor. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, no, honestly, look, honestly, I got you. I understand that you like the Fast and Furious movies, but I just get tired of people like these prolific directors talking about superhero movies. All these things are just a fad, and then every actor, every big time actor, I wouldn't do a superhero movie. All right, well, don't.
Oh, they got to get over that. I mean,
yeah, like it is. It is whatever. I just don't care. Like you. I bet if Marvel said, "Hey, here's a check for so much." Who am I playing? What's the line? The script.
Yeah, heck yeah. Money talks, man.
Exactly.
Flashpoint is the reboot of the DC films, but is that still going to happen?
At this point, I think so because they haven't canceled that one.
Maybe with some big reshoots, taking Ezra Miller out.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I just give up on it. You know what? I don't give up on DC animation so much. I give up more on the live action movies. I just can't. They just hurt me.
I would like them to just start a new MCU, reboot it, animation.
They did that with the animation.
I'm talking like movies.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying.
I know DC has done that. Like they did New 52 stuff, and they had like a bunch of movies,
right.
come out concurrently in that storyline. But I'm just saying, I'm fine with like the live action MCU ending at Endgame. Yeah, the Spider-Man movies are good, but everything else I'm kind of indifferent to, or I don't like it. If they did an MCU animated, bring back the core teams. You can have X-Men and Fantastic Four now, all from the start. Start them up on even footings. Bring them together. I mean, it could go. It's animated. It could go on forever.
Yeah, I guess we'll see how Marvel does next year with animation because their animation is dropped off drastically. Has been like not great.
Yeah, it was just What If, right? That's all they've really done.
Yeah, well, remember what they did, the Avengers cartoon, that one after the good one, after Earth Mightiest Heroes, and then that Spider-Man cartoon, which didn't last. Yo, everyone that they did is like had not last that long. Agents of what was it, Hulk, that didn't last that long. Like stuff that they just try to put out there, it didn't last long because no good story, and the animation was halfway trash anyway.
Yeah, Anonymous Dude says live action MCU can last forever.
Yeah,
it can, as long as it keeps making money, and it can last forever and not necessarily be good. Because personally, I don't think it's very good.
You know what, random stuff, Garage? I'm glad you brought that up. Because October, hold on, let me see. So I forget the date, the first weekend in October. I lose my mind sometimes if it doesn't connect to me. October 1st, we will have the executive producer, showrunner, Bo DeMayo on the show talking about X-Men 97.
Nice, man.
He'll join us then.
Right on.
Thank you. The reason why I bring that up because next week there will be no show. Everybody's out of town.
Okay.
Everybody's out of town. I'm out of town. Distant Bow's out of town. We're all out of town.
I don't agree with you. Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes was good. Spectacular Spider-Man was good as well. Yes, I have Spectacular Spider-Man on Blu-ray, and there's rumor that it's going to be on Disney Plus. I think starting next month.
Earth's Mightiest Heroes was so good.
Yes, best. Yeah, that was the only show that could compare to Justice League.
Yeah, yeah.
It was right there on point. Like they were getting to that point where they were right on par with Justice League.
Mm-hmm. And then Disney bought them.
Exactly. Oh, sorry. Before we get out of here, don't forget to check out Mark Tatak and Tatak Films. Does some great reviews of figures and films, so definitely check him out. Great guy.
Yeah, shout out to Mark Tatak. He's been plugging the 3POA podcast on his channel. So thank you so much, Mark.
Yes, thank you, Mark. We appreciate you very much. Trying to think of anything else I forgot. No, unless you got anything, Ryan. Oh, you got something plugged for tomorrow?
Yeah. Tomorrow, 3POA podcast is back, and we are talking 112 scale vehicles. I'm sure the Hill Charger will come up for at least a minute. But we're just going to talk about, what we have, what we would like, what's coming, stuff like that. So that's at 5 o'clock Pacific, which is 8 p.m. Eastern. And then hit that subscribe button and hit that bell over on the 3POA so that you get notifications for when we go live, and also when we go live with the Loose But Complete podcast, which is myself and Authority Figure, aka Jeremy. That is on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Yes. And don't forget to hit the like button and just subscribe button over here if you're new. I appreciate it. Like I said, I appreciate each and every one of you who come every week. I appreciate y'all for the last 3 years who have been here every day, every Friday with us, hanging with us and chilling and just chit-chatting with us and with our nonsense that we've been talking about. And I appreciate y'all. Thank
you. It was great to be back, man. It's good to see your face and talk to you.
You too. Like it was like we never broke up.
Oh, we didn't break up. We're on a break.
Never gonna let you go. In my arms and hold you forever.
Sha-la-la-la.
We gotta get Mama Laser Pants back on here too. That's a reunion.
You need another story for her to tell. Yeah.
Yes.
How'd you buy your 40-year-old son toys this time? Who'd you shoot?
Well, see, he told me about this Haslab that he wanted.
Yeah.
I was like, $350. Well, we'll see. So we decided to go get him. You're right, John. Toys are complete nonsense. What are we doing with our lives? I don't know. We're talking about pieces of plastic here.
It's all about horrible decisions here.
It's like life changing decisions, life things are widespread. Like, you know what you could have did? We could have went there on like 6 or 7 trips by now with all these figures. We could have.
Oh, you hear the same thing I do. Okay. Yeah.
No, not yet. Give it a couple more years. I'm sure I'll start hearing that.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, Ryan, for hanging with us. I appreciate you, sir. Glad to have you back again for collecting our future.
All right. It was great to be back. Yes. Let me know when.
Definitely. We will get that back up this month. Hopefully some new stuff coming down the way. Hopefully getting Infinity Creators back up and running again. I know it's been a long time since it's been up. Talking about some 3D printing, but hopefully get that up and running very soon. But I will leave you, since I was late, I will leave you with the new intro. So y'all have a great weekend. Stay safe and happy toy hunting. You don't